these are called as subsidiary cells. These are called subsidiary cells. Coming to a stomatal apparatus, that is the full structure of stomata for helping in gaseous exchange, the total stomata group, the group of like the team of stomata we say, that is the stomatal apparatus. What all do this contain? In a stomatal apparatus we have a stomatal pore and guard cells, and also coming to the wall thickness, we have a inner thick wall and the outer thin wall. See, the inner wall here would be thick. So in a guard cell we have inner thick wall and the outer thin wall. Okay, we have seen the shapes. Most of the plants have bean shaped guard cell. In grass we have a dumbbell shaped grass cell. Sorry, in grass we have a dumbbell shaped guard cell. We have inner thick wall and outer thin wall. Other important point is that the guard cells consist of chloroplast. What is chloroplast? Chloroplast is a cell organelle that helps in opening and closing of stomata. So guard cells contain chloroplast. They helps in opening and closing of stomata. Guard cells help in the opening and closing of stomata. Guard cells also consist of chloroplast. Chloroplast consists of chlorophyll. Okay, guard cells help in opening and closing of stomata. After this, we'll study about subsidiary cells. Some epidermal cells become specialized and they are called subsidiary cells. Around the stomata, what do we have? We have epidermal cells all around it. So in these many epidermal cells, some of the epidermal cells just around the some epidermal cells around the stomata, they become specialized. Okay, some of the cells around the stomata, they become specialized and they are called as subsidiary cells. Sorry. Some surrounding epidermal cells become specialized. Okay, some of the cells in the surroundings, they become specialized, so the subsidiary cells. All these three cells together, they forms the team of stomata, that is called stomatal apparatus. So what do we have in stomatal apparatus? The surrounding specialized cells of epidermis, the subsidiary cells, we have the guard cells, and we have the stomatal pore. Okay, so these all three will form the stomatal apparatus. We'll see this in the picture. Here you can see the stomata. Majorly the stomata in most of the plants, it is bean shaped guard cells. So here you can see the bean shaped guard cells with inner thick wall. Here the inner side we have the thick wall and outer side we have a thin wall. We have seen that guard cells contains the chloroplast and guard cells help in the opening and closing of stomatal pore. Around the stomata we have the epidermal cells. In the vicinity around it, some cells are specialized. Some epidermal cells are specialized and they form the subsidiary cells. So the stomatal apparatus totally it contains, we have these subsidiary cells inside which we have guard cells and inside that we have stomatal pore. All these three together they form the stomatal apparatus. Stomatal apparatus is formed. So coming to the grass. In grass what do we have? We have a dumbbell shaped. Here we have a dumbbell shaped guard cell. Even in the dumbbell shaped guard cell you can see the inner wall is thicker and the outer wall is thinner. So here these cells around it, the specialized epidermal cells or the subsidiary cells. Okay, so now we have seen the structure of stomata also. Now we have studied about the epidermis. See, in the epidermal system we completed about the epidermis and then about stomata. Now let us see the epidermal appendages. Now we'll see epidermal appendages. Epidermal appendages. In epidermal appendages we talk about two kind of appendages, that are the root hairs and the trichomes. Coming to the root hairs are unicellular. They are elongated outgrowths of epidermis. They are unicellular and elongated outgrowths of epidermis. If we have a layer of epidermis here, so in this epidermis we have an elongated outgrowth like this in the root part. So these kind of structures are called as our root hairs. Root hairs are unicellular and they are elongated outgrowths of epidermis. Coming to their function is absorption of water and minerals. Okay, their major function is the absorption of water and minerals. So after root hairs we have our trichomes. Trichomes are also called as shoot hairs. Okay, in the shoot hairs, now root hairs are majorly found in the root part. We see them in root. In root they help in absorption of water and minerals. Coming to the shoot hairs, these shoot hairs are found on stem and leaves. Okay, shoot hairs are seen majorly on stems and leaves. They are usually multicellular. Okay, the shoot hairs are usually multicellular. They may be, like the shoot hairs may be branched or unbranched. Shoot hairs may be branched or unbranched. They are soft or stiff. Sometimes they may be soft, sometimes they may be stiff also, and they are secretory in nature. So they secrete some of the plant parts, sorry, not the plant parts, some of the secretions of the plant are secreted through the shoot hairs. Okay, coming to the function of shoot hairs, their function is to reduce water loss, protection and secretion. What is the function of shoot hairs? Their function is to reduce the water loss. They help in protection and also secretion. So we have seen the shoot hairs and the root hairs. Okay, we have seen the epidermal appendages. All three parts of epidermal tissues are covered. We have seen the epidermis here and also the stomata and also the structure of epidermal appendages. Here what you see is the epidermal root hair. So this is the epidermal cell and we see a outgrowth. This is our root hair. Okay, outgrowth of epidermal cell. This forms our root hair. Its major function is the absorption of water and minerals. Its major function is the absorption of water and minerals. It is majorly found in the root. What are the function of shoot hair? They help in reduction of water loss, protection and sometimes secretion also. So the epidermal tissue system acts as the protective outer layer of the plant and plays an important role in protection, absorption, transpiration and gaseous exchange. So in short, what is epidermal tissue? That is, the epidermal tissue system is our protective outermost layer of the plant. Okay, and it plays an important role in, what roles does it play? It helps in protection. We have single layered epidermal cells, they help in protection. We have cuticle for protection and it helps in absorption. We have root hairs and other things for absorption, and it also helps in transpiration and gaseous exchange, which are majorly done by the stomata. So with this we are done with the epidermal system. Next we will go to the ground tissue system. Before that, let us see the functions of all these. So what all we seen in the epidermal system? We seen the epidermis, we seen the cuticle, we have studied about stomata, and then we seen the root hairs and trichomes. So coming to their function, the function of epidermis is majorly protection. Cuticle prevents the water loss. Other important point about cuticle is it is absent in the root hair. Coming to the stomata, yes, we know that it is transpiration and the gaseous exchange. Root hairs are majorly for absorption in roots. Okay, trichomes, they reduce water loss, they reduce the transpiration, and sometimes they are also secretory. Okay, sometimes they are secretory in nature.
Students keep writing notes while doubts stay uncleared. Hours of self-study, yet biology still feels confusing. Because sometimes you don't need more lectures, you need personal guidance. At Crack Mentors, students get live personalized online one-on-one biology classes with dedicated faculty support, personal doubt solving, and focused improvement strategy.